Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me today is James Anderson. He is the chairman and CEO of Guanajuato Silver. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you: GSVR on the TSX Venture and GSVRF on the OTCQX. And Guanajuato Silver will be presenting at the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, happening September 13 through 16, 2022. For more information, please visit precioussummit.com. And with that, James, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Great to see you again. You look great with those artificial virtual mountains behind you.
How do you know they're artificial? This is real. Okay. This is as real as your mining regalia right now. Okay. So James, to start us off here, for those that may not have seen any of our our previous banters in the past, or have heard of Guanajuato Silver before, can you start us off with a quick overview of the company, and then we'll go from there?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, and very proud to, because I think the last time we chatted was almost exactly 1 year ago, prior to the Beaver Creek conference, and I have the opportunity to tell your viewers and listeners that we are Mexico and perhaps the world's fastest growing silver and gold mining company. When we were speaking last year, I believe we had just put our first mine, the first mine that we purchased last year, El Cubo, back into production. So we started that in August of last year. We had first processing through our processing plant at El Cubo in September of last year. First sales of concentrate, of silver and gold concentrate, last October. So from that interview, we have now managed to complete our second major transaction with Great Panther, buying 3 additional mines, 2 additional processing plants. 2 of the mines and 1 of the processing plants is right here in Guanajuato, where I am today. So most of Guanajuato Silver's operations are in the Guanajuato area, and we get a lot of benefit from that. There's a lot of that we have already been able to put together with this transaction. Our other mine that we purchased in the transaction, Panther, is in Durango, so a little further north. That's called Topia. It's a silver lead zinc operation that's been in operation for many, many years. That operation is continuing. We've already sold concentrates under the Guanajuato Silver banner, and we're moving the assets here in Guanajuato that we've just purchased back into production very swiftly.
So talk to me. Based on, you already alluded to my next question and kind of going through the highlights. I was going to ask about the recent transaction with Great Panther. So was this all part of the plan when we were thinking of Guanajuato Silver? Is that okay, we want to be here, and then we're going to look for some various acquisitions within the area? Tell me, was that your original intent?
Yeah, well, I think that it was. Life's funny that way, right? And one should never confuse ideas with plans. But it was my idea about 3 years ago, the first time that I came to Guanajuato, that what I saw here were 4 different processing facilities within only 26 kilometers of one another. And not one of them was filled to capacity in one of North America's greatest, most storied, most long-lived precious metal camps. People have been mining here in Guanajuato in central Mexico pretty much nonstop for 450 years, since the 1540s, when the Spanish first discovered high silver and gold here. So it was my idea that, well, gosh, this is an older mining camp that, for a bunch of different reasons, the ownership had been kind of chopped up, and that it was really ripe for consolidation. So our first move into the consolidation of the mining camp was to purchase El Cubo last year, and to get that back in production, which we did in record time. This latest next purchase of assets, which include the Valenciana complex, it's 4 kilometers along a major regional structure called Veta Madre, or the Mother Vein. So there's a number of different mines, the historical mines that are in there, Robert. And what we do is we call the whole thing after maybe the most famous of those mines, called Valenciana. And the processing facility, I'm going to do something really dangerous. I hope this is okay. This is sort of part of our office. In the big blue building is the Cata processing plant. So all this, 3 mines, 2 processing facilities, onto us for a price tag of 14.7 million US. So it's a fantastic deal, and I think that we are the company that's going to be able to unlock that in the months and years.
Very good. All right. Well, to close us out here today, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's near-term value catalysts that folks should be paying attention to?
Well, I think that the great Panther, who had these assets previously, they stopped mining really only in Guanajuato, only because of lack of tailings capacity. We don't have that constraint at El Cubo. We're going to be able to bring these assets back into production, I think, and especially I've been here for about 3 weeks now. So with being able to see what I've seen, we're going to be able to bring these assets back online into production, probably a lot faster than most people envisioned or thought about. So I think that could be a big catalyst. We will have quarterly results on Wednesday, the 24th of August. And those results will only take into account the El Cubo operation, so the second quarter of this year. So into the third quarter, where we are right now, the company will have additional production in Topia and perhaps some additional production in Guanajuato from these other mines.
With that, where can our audience go and find more information on Guanajuato Silver?
Our website, it's GSilver.com, so nobody has to bother trying to figure out how to spell Guanajuato. If you simply go to GSilver.com, you will go right to our website. You can see lots of information there. Myself and our president, Ramon Davila, who I know we're trying to wrap this up, but Ramon has the best CV in Mexican mining, an extraordinarily successful miner. Here in central Mexico. He will be with me at Beaver Creek. So happy to talk to anybody and everybody at Beaver Creek when we're there.
Very good. Well, James, thank you for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And we'll see you in Beaver Creek.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity, Robert.
Absolutely. And Guanajuato Silver again will be presenting at the Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, happening September 13th through 16th, 2022. For more information, please visit precioussummit.com.